Blake Production.
Yo, what's poppin'? Here we go. We're looking at Shopify here. Okay, this is on the TSX that I'm looking at it because your boy's Canadian. So I'm not gonna go buy the NASDAQ. I'm just gonna buy the TSX version because it'll save me a bunch of fees and shit like that. So here we are. Okay, Shopify. We made massive low. I'll never, man. The 2021 correction, well, it was also 2022, but this correction was nasty. This tech correction, it fucked so many people up. Like, it was such a big drawdown. It makes people forget like the underlying thesis of like what this company does, right? So when you're investing in a tech company, you're essentially investing in like the future, the way I think of it, right? We're talking trades is a little making like a daily trade is a day trade is way different. Like I'm talking about a positional trade. I'm talking about like an investment that you make for months to years in terms of time, right? This drawdown was so large, it makes the average investor forget like what this company does, right? So when you see Shopify at $34, but it was once at 200, people get scared shitless. But this is actually the time where you should be investing, right? Or you should be catching trades. So I caught a nice trade on Shopify all the way up until I believe it was here. I caught it at around like the low 30s and then sold at the 50s and then transferred my gains into other crypto related plays. This is not a crypto play, but I transferred it into other plays. Now we're looking at Shopify and it's still gliding, right? It's still making clean moves, right? Just basic higher highs and higher lows, okay? So when we're looking at this, although this higher high that was made, it made a higher low, it might have rebroken this support, but we're still in the retrospect of things creating a higher low. So we come into this zone here, come from a low, high, higher low, higher high, higher low. We slowly glide up, higher high. We slowly glide down, higher low. And now, as you can see, we're getting these weekly bullish engulfings, right? These happen. And when they happen, it's giving us a sign. Like this stock wants more. The ones who are selling are the weak-handed people who aren't like thinking out into the future. Shares are going to get eaten up as time goes by. Shares are going to get eaten up as we go, and this will always happen throughout the small little ebbs and flows of the stock's price action. There of course will be small drawbacks, small increases, but overall, longer term time frame, it's going to continuously go up. Why? Because Shopify is such a beast company. If you think of it, they're one company that encapsulates, I can't even say that word, thousands of other companies, right? People make companies and sell their products on Shopify, and it's under this massive umbrella. It's a genius. It's very similar to an Amazon in terms of this tech idea, right? You can't sleep on this name. If you're thinking long term, like, it's so funny because for example, a lot of people I work with, when I talk to them about stocks, this shit's all like, oh, I always lose in the market. I always lose. But if you think about like anytime I'd ask them what they're investing in like really sketchy penny stock plays. Think about how easy it is to just, if you don't want to trade and you just want to put your money somewhere and let it sit, think about how easy it is to just put your money into a strong company like Shopify and then don't even look at it and then check 6 months later, 2 years later, right? Look at what happens. If you can catch opportunities like this, investing here, you're already up 130%. So there's great opportunity here, great opportunity. Unfortunately, this drawback is just it's gonna cause a lot of people to, freak out. Think about this as well. All the money they're pumping into society, they're just printing money, right? Where do you think this money's going? It's going into assets. That's why you're seeing a rise in price. Like all this money they're printing, it's going, who knows where most of it's going, but a lot of it is going into assets. Think about that. That's another aid, another catalyst into why stocks prices rise. So stick with the strong ones like Shopify, and there should be no problem. What we'll be looking for here, from a technical perspective, is slowly just grinding up because there's no resistance above here, right? That's what we're looking at. Not much resistance. We're just going to slowly come back right up until 140 is where we get our next little like hard wave of resistance. So until we get back up into there, is when you could probably take gains at this range. You could look to catch a trade from now up until there. There's many different trade ideas and investment ideas when we're looking at it, but what we're looking at is simply, like I said, the next higher low, the next higher high. That's all we're looking for. Right now we had this higher low. We're just looking for the next higher high. It might take some time, something like this. And then we get up into this range and then we come back down, right? It might look like something like that. But essentially, that's how you can simplify a stock's price just by simply using basic knowledge of trends. Higher lows and higher highs, higher lows and higher highs. Hope you guys enjoyed the vid.